What is this, 166? Yeah. Hey, photo share discussion number 166 is live. What is this, October 16th, 2016, halfway through the month of October. I bought my Halloween candy today. How about you, Wes? Do you buy any Halloween candy?
No, I usually wait till November 1st.
Okay. So the kids are going to get Halloween candy from last year?
No, we usually don't hand out candy.
Okay. Yeah. We get so few kids. Our street is kind of, it's a dead end street. So we may get 2 or 3 kids a year. Although there's been some families have turned over in the neighborhood, so there's some more kids running around. So we got like one little bag.
Mm-hmm.
I think last year we didn't give out any. Nobody came by last year, so I had like a whole bag. So I just took it into work, dumped it in the break room, and it was gone in 10 minutes. So. Well, good. Glad you could make it. You had a good week. Sounds like still warm down there though. So.
Yeah, it was cooler earlier this week. It was really nice, and then just got back to being hot again.
Yeah, it was nice here the last few days. They're saying it's supposed to be 85 to 90. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. So.
Yeah.
Which is a little warm for us. Usually by now we're into 70s to maybe 80 for highs, and we've been in the 80s pretty much all week. It's getting cooler at night though, which is nice. It's getting down into the into the 60s and even down into the 50s. So that's good. Haven't had to really have the air conditioning on. It's only come on a couple times last week, and still warm enough so no heat. So this is, from the utility side of things, this is the lowest cost time of year. Because nothing runs. Just right in that sweet spot. It's like if you lived in along the coast of California, it was the same temperature all the time.
Mm-hmm.
60 degrees all the time. So, yeah, but it was a good week. Didn't get out and do any photography and didn't develop that roll of film that was in my camera. But I think I'm going to have some time this week. I think I've got 4 or 5 frames left on it, but I might just hit the rewind button and get I think I've got 20 images or something, 20 frames on there now. So that'd probably be enough to get developed. Did you do any photography this week at all?
Yeah, I did a good bit. I had the week off, so I
cool.
was out doing some lens reviews and stuff of ones I want to sell and some other stuff like that. So got out and shot a bit.
What are you gonna be selling, you think?
My 18 to 135 kit lens.
Okay.
I picked up on Walmart clearance. I found a 55 to 250 for like $25.
Wow.
It sells for like
Canon 55 to 250 IS.
Yeah. Lens. It sells for about 125 on eBay, 120 something like that. So I'm like, I'll buy it, play with it, and sell it.
Yeah, it's a good lens though. Actually, I had that when I had my Rebel. I had that lens. I got the kit, and it was a 2 lens kit. So I got the 18 to 55 kit lens. Is that what it was? Yeah, 18 to 55, and then I got the 55 or 50 to 250, whatever it was, and it was actually a pretty good lens. I mean, it wasn't...
I was very impressed with it. I don't have any pictures to share yet because I haven't actually edited them, but I've got them in Lightroom and looked at them, and they look good. So
okay, good.
Maybe I'll share some next week.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to sell the 18 to 135, and you got the 55 to 250. You're going to sell that 12 to 40, right? That thing's a piece of crap. I'd just sell that.
No, I'm keeping that one.
Yeah. Are you trying? Well, you've got the 300, right, for the Canon. You got up to 300.
Yeah, the 70 to 300. That's why I'm not keeping the 55 to 250.
Yeah. You can.
It's tempting, but it's I don't. It's nice and lightweight, but I really don't have that much use for it.
Yeah.
I just bought it knowing I can make money on it.
Yeah. You can probably turn around and sell it for at least as much as you paid for it. And probably
it'll be like 4 or 5 times what I paid for it.
Oh, how much did you pay for it? You said $25?
$25 on clearance. I don't know why. They marked it 90% off or something.
I wonder if it was well, they really haven't changed that lens in the last few years. It's just kind of been there for the last 5 years.
Well, they have an STM version of it now.
Oh, okay.
But this is the older, like Mark II version that has the old servo motor focusing.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I had. I mean, I got mine in 2011, so it's probably that same vintage. It's a vintage lens. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could turn around and sell that for $100, and
it's
somebody be happy they're getting a deal on it.
Blown out, but Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the exact one I had. That was a good lens. I mean, I used it quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know, if I would have kept the DSLR, you know, the Canon camera, I probably would have gotten a larger telephoto. But for the
Mhm.
time I used it, it worked fine. Hey,
Yeah.
Joe. Joe is just
He's muted.
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah, there
Okay.
he is. Hey, how's it going?
I got to tell you, man, that was a little complicated trying to get in here today. That
Did
was
you just go to the page and see the link? That's how I did it, right? Did you get a notification about it?
I did. You know, I thought I got one,
Okay.
but I guess not. What I ended up doing was in Google Plus. There must have been a couple links because the one link I clicked, I was the only one there. I was like,
Oh, okay.
I was the only one there, so it was like waiting on people to join this call, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think this is how it works. So,
Okay.
so I went to your page on YouTube,
Okay.
and I was just merely watching there,
okay.
and then back on Google Plus is where I saw the link.
Yeah, I said here's a link to the show, and I put the link on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you should be able to join. I think on YouTube because it's public. I mean, I've just got it going out there, you know, to the millions of people that are watching it now. You know.
Yeah. I was able to watch it.
Okay.
That's for sure. I was able to watch it.
But there was no way to join, huh?
Yeah, there was. I didn't see anywhere to join, but
Because I invited. Well, no, I just posted the link on the Google Plus page.
yeah.
And invited everybody to it. So you probably got a notification in Google Plus, I think. Yeah.
In Google Plus, I didn't have any notification. I just had. So I'm going through my previously read ones here.
Huh.
Well, I think I had one from like a few days ago or something. Is that what it was?
Well, I sent one out on Saturday saying here's the link to the show.
Okay. Yeah, that was the one I think that.
Oh, okay. You clicked and you just could watch, but you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I won't do it then. I won't do that then.
And it says you shared one at my time. It'd be 3:01.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. Yeah, right after basically 3 o'clock.
That's the one I clicked and I got in.
And that's the one you clicked, Wes, right?
Yeah. That's the one I used also.
Okay, that should be the way to do it. And then it's public, so I still don't know why you can't access it through YouTube because it should be out there. But
it's weird.
It might be public to watch, not public to participate.
Yeah, because it has a link on my end. You know, now that I'm just you know, it's not my show, so it has a link where it says, I don't know, observe. I don't know, what did it say? It was like
yeah, see, I'm still
join or something like that, right? And so you click it,
yeah,
and you're there. You can join the chat and stuff, but you know you're just watching.
Okay, so maybe that's the thing that Charlie was trying to figure out on the share bureau thing. It's probably the same thing. He's like, I can see it, I can do the chat,
right,
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
and you know, there is one thing I forgot about that I didn't try, and out of all the things I tried, that show, but it does have a thing in there where you could just put their email in there.
Oh, okay.
And send it, you know, to their email, and because I remember Greg saying he couldn't jump in either, and so I was kind of looking forward to your show because I knew that I'd go through the same thing.
Okay.
You know,
right.
So
what have we learned here? Basically, it still doesn't work right.
Yeah, it's just.
I think that's basically it.
It's still. I don't know what it is with them. Yeah. I don't know what it is with Google, but it's still. Yeah, once you're in, it's all good.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what though, I kind of like the fact that it's a little harder to jump in now that it's in YouTube. I kind of like that. It just keeps riffraff from jumping in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, get some interesting people pop in every once in a while. But
you know, so it's kind of, you know, it's kind of nicer.
Join in the chat, but it sounds like the real way. Even though it's public, you still want to have an actual link somehow. I mean, I think that's if somebody wants to say they need to be in a subscriber or Google Plus or whatever, or you can email the link as when you're running the show. You can open it up, do that, which is what I posted on the Google Plus page.
Yeah.
Which was a link once I actually started the.
The actual page. Yeah.
The actual page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Well, cool.
Yeah, that's the.
All right. Yeah, good. We're making progress, I think. So yeah, Wes found a lens. He was saying he got a lens for $25 on Walmart, the 55 to 250, the Canon lens. So he'd be able to turn around and sell that in a month or two and make 50 or $75 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I scored so big. I was looking for photo props. I can I can share this with you. This will be
cool.
This will be freaking amazing. Let me get to it real quick. Apparently, I have to sign in and all kinds of junk. Let's see here. It should be my recent. Yeah, here's my items that I've ordered. Whoa! Whoa! Wait a minute. I didn't order that. I got.
Whoa! Not that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. I had set up. Amazon has these. Damn it, and it has it on order too. I guess I did order. I had set up.
Was that after having a few beers there, Joe? You were like,
I know,
I
right?
buy one of those.
It was that kind of party.
Drunken Amazon shopping. I've done that before. So then you get a notification like, your package is delivered. I'm like, I didn't order. And you go out and it's like, oh, I guess I did.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was that kind of party, man. I'll share this screen with you. Check this out. I got this. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Whoops, wrong
Oh,
side.
it's a chair, huh?
I was looking for, different things, as props, of course.
Okay.
In photo shoots, and so I was looking through some of my past things, and it came across this chair, and it's kind of cool looking chair.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that price, dude, $12.99. I literally paid. Look at that. $17.57 with shipping from China. The stipulation was you were going to have to wait close to November 25th.
So you wait a month.
Yeah, to get to you. But I was like, I don't give a rip. So I
might
ordered.
buy one of those. I mean, you could just put that
Well, this is the thing. I didn't think about it. My mom's the one that made me think about it, and she was like, "Well, here it is, a little bigger." She's like, "Well, why didn't you order two?" And I was like, "Well, because I only needed one."
Okay.
So I only needed one for my models and stuff. So, and it was funny too because when you clicked on the light gray, which is this one, the one that I actually wanted, it was $12.99. The other one was the regular full price, which is $380.98, which you can see down there. So I scored.
That's a score. Yeah. $12.99.
It took my mom a few hours to get back to me, right? And I'm doing this at like 1, 2 in the morning, because I work at night, so it's no big deal to me. But that's so it took her till the morning to get to me. By the time she did, they had already caught the price, whether it's a mess up or whatever it was, and changed it back to $380.98.
So you didn't have this on your list. You were just like going through and I need a chair.
Right. Yeah, I was just actually I didn't even need a chair. I just needed, I was just looking for different props.
Yeah.
And ran across that, and I was like, no way. When I first saw it, I was like, there's no way. There's something wrong in the description. It's got to be like some little toy chair.
Dollhouse chair.
Yeah. So I'm going through and I'm looking at the description really carefully, and the dimensions say 34 inches by 31 inches by 32 inches. The seat width is 22. Some people that had posted reviews posted pictures of the chair, and a lot of those smart people had ordered two, of course. And I was like, oh my God, no way! They're selling this chair for $13.
So you get it for like under $20 delivered from halfway around the world.
I swear, right? So they were like,
That's the other thing. $12 for the chair is crazy enough, but it was what, $5 for shipping?
It was less than $5 for shipping.
Your neighbor on the other side of your subdivision would charge you more to carry the chair in his truck.
I'm like,
across the
someone
neighborhood.
got fired over that. You know what I'm saying?
That's the last intern we're hiring.
Oh my God. I was like, so I have been on Amazon. I'm already on Amazon a lot. And I've been on Amazon like crazy trying to find. That's the first time in all the years I've been on Amazon, shopped through Amazon, that I have found a smoking deal like that.
Oh yeah, that's a total, that something happened. Yeah, somewhere. Something,
Yeah.
And it took a while for the system to catch up to itself, and they're like, well, yeah.
17.
At least they honored it. I mean, some
Shit.
companies would be like, well, it's obviously too low a price. We couldn't even,
Right. I kept waiting for that too, Mark. That first day, I was like,
this
there's
isn't
no
real.
way. They're gonna send me an email and say, yeah, sorry,
We'll give you your money back.
Yeah, you can have it, but we got to charge you this or something, or some kind of mess up. But no, I mean
Yeah, we'll see if it shows up in November now.
yeah. So that was and that's what I was figuring. I'm figuring, okay, even if it's a screw up, even if it's some miniature toy chair, whatever the case may be, even if it was just a chair cover, and I'm like, for $17, what do I care? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I was like, screw it, I'll do it. And then it was like, there's no way, man. So, yeah, I've been excited. The only thing that really bummed me out was when my mom finally did contact me, and she was like, why didn't you order two? You could put them in your room. And I'm like, oh, my God. I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking.
You just needed one. And
so, yeah, because by the time she did, they had already changed the price.
Yeah. Well, at least you got one.
At least price. I couldn't even believe it. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's funny. So Wes got a lens for like less than half of what he probably realistically should have paid for it. You got a chair for like 1/25 the price that you should have really paid for.
I don't even know what the percentage is, man. What is $17 from $391 basically?
It's like 20%. Yeah, it's like 5% of what it should be.
Yeah.
You got like 95% off. Yeah.
Dude, that's just sick, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like better than Black Friday and
I mean that makes
day after Christmas and New Year's all rolled into one.
That is better than I'm like.
I was going to buy one, but it's not Prime shipping, and I just couldn't afford to pay the shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, that $5 shipping, I swear.
Yeah.
If it was Prime,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was not only did I get, a nice, new chair so I can use as a, prop, but what a deal.
Yeah, that's a very good deal. So that's photography related. It was for photography.
Yeah, it's
it's
a cool looking chair.
It's a cool,
It's actually, it's not like butt ugly. I mean, it's actually something you could actually like have in a room and sit in.
And I wasn't thinking. So the second my mom said it, I was like, damn it. So I was, and it would have gone perfect in my room. That's not, I was just thinking I need a different type of artsy kind of chair for photography, and so
you got one, but you can get the other one. It'd be like $300.
Yeah,
but instead of $600, it only costs you $375 or whatever.
Right. If you look at it that way, then it's still it's kind of like you got the second one for. Well, it's one of those sales, right? You buy one, get the second one free.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
You still got really. I mean, I wouldn't. $300. I wouldn't pay $300 for the chair anyway. But I mean, if you were like 50, buy one get one free, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, if you really wanted those two chairs and you got one for $17, the other one for $300, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's.
So that was just to get. I can't even. I would love to know what the actual cost of just the shipping is, because I know it wasn't the $470 whatever they charged me, $450 or whatever it was that they charged me to ship that from China, go through customs and all the stuff it has to do. It's like.
Not only did you get a great deal on a chair, but shipping was like that's. Yeah, it was a total. They lost money on that thing.
You think? Yeah,
just a bit. Now the question is, I mean, not that you care. But I wonder, was it Amazon's error or was it the person, the company that was posting it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, you know, Amazon just does whatever. They don't care to a certain but that's between Amazon and the manufacturer of the
Right. Yeah, you kind of wonder too, because you do see price differences just on different colors.
Yep.
You know, like if you want a black something versus a brown something, and they're like, yeah, the brown's $1,500 and the black is like $200. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I don't need that. What the hell, man? You know,
it's either one's more popular than the other, or the ones are different, harder to get, or there's fewer of them around, or whatever.
Or they just might be. I kind of figured maybe they were just super overstocked on that, and they wanted to get rid of them. Maybe they're phasing them out, or I don't know.
Yeah. Doesn't matter, as long as it shows up. You got to have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it shows up, and as long as it shows up undamaged, right? Like, you know.
Well, even if it is, I mean, you're, like you said, it's only $17. It's not like you're gonna be upset. So, hey, Dennis.
How you doing, Mark?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, it's been difficult trying to get onto this YouTube.
Okay, so that was my question. How did you?
I'll
click the link in Google Plus, or?
Yeah, I just had to search for the link.
Okay. Did you go to Did you try going to YouTube first and seeing it there?
All I could do was watch, couldn't join in.
Okay.
Yeah, basically they're rubbish.
Yeah, they're still not making it that easy. So I think the best way is, and it's streaming live on YouTube now, and it'll save and it'll be there public and everybody can watch it, but it doesn't seem like it's easy to log in. So I think, just go to the Mark's Photography Spot Google Plus page, and I'll just start it and then post a link.
Yeah, that's how I found it this week. I went to
and that's probably going to have to be the way, unless something changes. That's going to be the way it is moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah. YouTube couldn't make it easy, like a button to say join in.
Yeah, you would think. And, you know, they pretty much own the internet, so I don't know why they can't just like, well, that button, that costs too much. Can't put that button there.
Yeah, that's, you know, we'd have to hire, you know, a whole team of engineers. Yeah.
All right, Dennis, I'm going to put you on the spot. I started off, you know, I always ask anybody buy anything photographically. So Wes got a lens for $25 that he probably should have been at least $100 on Walmart. Then Joe got a chair, which is not photography equipment, but it's for his props, and he got it for $17 total, which should be like $300. So he got a one-off deal. So how about you? Did you find anything at like a smoking deal and anything?
Yeah, here we go then, lads.
Oh, another lens.
No, this is a film back.
Oh, film back, yeah.
All right. All right.
It's still in the box.
Well.
Yeah, and it's for the Bronica AI, the Square AI, which is the latest one.
Okay.
Yeah, the ISO button's on the back on this, so it doesn't interfere with the prism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've had trouble with the backs with light leaks.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You were having problems, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the latest version of the camera. Fits the Square. So so I picked it up. I haven't tried it yet, but obviously if there's a light leak now, it'll be the camera and not the backs.
Yeah. So it's the latest back, but it'll still fit on your older camera.
Yeah. So we'll have to give it a go and see if it works.
Okay, good. Well, hopefully that fixes the light leak problem, because.
Yeah, I put new seals in the back, and it was okay. No signs of a light leak using the black and white film, but using the colour, I had streaks down there again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and at first I thought it might be the chemicals. We're pouring the chemicals into the tank, but you know, whether the chemicals, when you're actually filling the tank up, run down the film. Okay. And that develops slightly faster than the rest. Yeah. Leaving the streaks, but they're the wrong way around. They would be from left to right, but they're not. They're top to bottom. Okay. So it was the wrong direction if it was the chemicals. So it's got to be a light leak. I just can't see where. Okay. Yeah. That's probably, So hopefully, so you replace the seals on the camera itself then. Yeah. The seals are in the backs of the film backs, but I've replaced them on 2 backs, but I'm still getting those streaks.
I wonder. Now, is there a seal on the camera itself at all, or not?
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's a light leak in the shut in the 2 doors that close. When when you take the picture, it's got two flaps inside the camera which open.
Mm-hmm.
Then the lens opens and then they close. So it's.
Oh, okay. So it's like 2 things. So because it's a leaf shutter, right?
Yeah. So the shutter's in the lens.
But there's also got to be something that opens up in the camera body to allow the light in from the lens.
Yeah. There's like two metal shutters come down, so you can take the back off.
Oh, okay.
Right, you can change the lenses. You can change the lenses. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to change.
There's got to be something to block the light when you take a lens off. Okay. Yeah, that's like the fail-safe, basically. Okay.
Yeah, and of course you've got the metal slides will go in the back as well, so you can take the back off without exposing the film.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be if you put this film back on and you still get leaks, then maybe it might be the
the camera body itself.
I wonder if maybe that might be a case of like needing to put more lubrication on the mechanism or something. I wonder if it might just be
but I mean the Bronicas are so cheap. I'll just find an AI back, an AI body to go on the backs, and you can buy the camera itself for about £50.
Okay. Yeah. So you got the camera body, the lens, and then the back, so you can interchange and mix them around. Okay.
So this was another eBay bargain.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good because they go for about £125.
Mm-hmm.
The more modern backs.
Okay.
And, it was only £50. So
that's wow. Yeah, that's not very much at all.
I think I'm going to wait a long time before I get a bargain like the enlarger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just unbelievable. Unbelievable amount of equipment.
Mm-hmm. No, well, when you find something like that, you take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And everybody's got bargains. I didn't buy anything this week, so I had no bargains.
The film equipment's going up all the time, though, Mark. I don't know if it is where you are in the States when you start doing searches, but they seem to gradually be creeping up in price.
Yeah, I would believe so. Yeah, there's probably more demand for it, and the supply is probably going down a little bit.
Yeah, I know film sales have quadrupled in the last 2 years.
Oh, in the UK?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
I'd be interested to see what it is.
One company's actually bought out a new film. They said it's the first one for decades.
Okay, well that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. And all these film sales are being used in decades-old cameras in most cases.
Yeah.
How many new film does Nikon still make do they still make a film camera?
I think they do, man. I think they actually.
Mamiya make a medium format film camera. The Mamiya 7. Yeah. It costs a fortune.
Yeah, I was just going to say they're still expensive too. Yeah.
They're really expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Nikon is at the FT or something like that. It's it's just a straight up 35 millimeter film SLR, and I think it's $400 or $500 or something maybe.
I'm still waiting for a camera. It's called Konos. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's KON OST, and it's a electronic rangefinder.
Huh. Is it a Kickstarter project or something?
Yeah, it's in development. It's in development at the moment, but they said it was going to be
full frame. Full frame 35 millimeter. Okay.
Yeah, digital rangefinder.
That takes film?
Okay.
No,
it's digital.
Full frame digital.
Okay. Manual rangefinder focus.
Okay.
Konos to FF. So how much?
Yeah, it's not on the market yet. It's still in development. There's like 3 cameras, but they're now saying it's taking so long to come to market that it's pie in the sky and it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It looks like a Leica.
Yeah, it does. I'm looking. Let me show the screen here and find it. It's interesting. That would be neat.
Yeah, because it's got electronic rangefinder.
Yeah, it's got electronic rangefinder. I mean, it looks dead simple. I mean, it's manual focus. I mean, the whole thing.
Yeah, well, it's going to be like a manual camera.
Mm-hmm. Manual rangefinder, speed setting, manual aperture. So it's just a manual camera with a digital.
Basically, it's going to be a Leica that doesn't take film. It's going to have a full frame digital sensor.
Yeah. Look at that. Now you wouldn't think it would be that hard, but you know, news and updates. That's the more good things to come. Stay tuned. So the last one was December 6, 2015. That's not good.
No, because it says on some of the photographic forums on there, they were going, should have come to the market at about mid 2016, but still no sign of it.
Yeah.
They should have been at Photokina.
Yeah. Which just ended, didn't it? Wasn't it just like last month? Yeah.
Just happened.
Yeah. See, the nice thing about it, Mark, is it will take all your Leica lenses.
Mm-hmm. All the ones they don't have
M42
yet.
mount.
Yeah, it's got a standard Leica mount.
Oh, okay. So they're not even going to worry about lenses. They're just trying to get the camera body out, basically.
Yeah, I mean, there was loads of comments like, I want one of these. Tell me when it's going to be ready.
Any idea on the price? I didn't see anything about the price.
No, but it can't be anywhere near a Leica digital camera, can it? Otherwise, it's not going to sell.
Yeah. It's got to be a Leica Light, probably.
Yeah, it's got to be half the price of a Leica. So otherwise, you might just get Leica.
I would think it'd have to be somewhere under $2,000. You know.
All the Leica M9s are now getting cheaper because of the problem they had with the sensor.
Okay, yeah, wasn't it fogging up or something?
Yeah, there was moisture getting in under the glass protector.
Mm.
So Leica are replacing them all free of charge. So if you look on eBay,
mm-hmm.
it's got like Leica M9 for sale, new sensor fitted.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting them all done and then they're dumping them.
Yeah. Huh. It's interesting. Well, they're kind of like the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Yeah, they replace everything because.
Yeah. Well, I think they might be dumping them, but they're still $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah. And what were they? 4,500, almost 5,000, weren't they?
Yeah, £5,000. Like
That's I'm sure it's a great camera, but
if you're going to get one, then let someone else take the sting. You know, it's
mm-hmm.
If it's just come back from Leica with a brand new sensor fitted, then it's probably going to be the cheapest Leica digital camera you're ever going to have.
Yeah, 50% off with a new sensor, basically. Yeah. That's that'd be fun to have, but even at half price, it's so expensive though. You know,
it is, yeah, and you're going to lose money on it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to lose money on photography, get a film camera.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is true. Well, you got a few images posted to the group, so that was pretty good. Have you gotten any photography in lately, Dennis, or has it just been?
No, I'm still working on the house, so
okay.
I don't have time to do any.
Well, you can at least photograph the progress that you're making.
That is true. Yes, I should do a digital version.
Are you making good progress though? You know, when are you projecting to be done with that?
Well, there's no ceiling in the kitchen at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, wiring. I got finished doing the wiring, moving cooker supplies.
Okay, so you can.
Yeah, when I knocked the wall down, it was the one with all the power points and the cooker supply. And,
okay. All right, so you had to relocate all the stuff then.
Yeah, but the good thing about it is when I took the ceilings down, I'm putting in the Cat 6 cables for the internet.
Oh, okay.
Because that's gigabit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've run them to my son's room and to the lounge. So
okay.
because everything's going to plug in.
You get good. What kind of speeds are you getting there? Don't you get like
at the moment, I'm getting about 76 meg.
Okay. Wow. That's pretty good.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah. More than fast in almost all cases. Yeah.
Virgin have just installed cable in the road, and if you have their stuff, it's 200 meg.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty fast. That's kind of like Google Fiber.
Yeah, but that's fiber to the house. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like at the moment, this is still phone line to the cabinet.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
but it's not bad. It's giving, because I'm quite near the exchange, so 75 megabits a second is pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
You got fiber now? Is that what happened here?
Yeah, we got fiber, but there's another company in this country, Virgin Media, and they're fiber to the premises, and that's 200 megabits a second.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, that is fast.
Yeah, that's
yeah, everything comes down it. Your telephone, the television,
everything all in one.
Yeah. Sky channels, it's all the television. Very fast.
Yeah.
Here's one from across the pond here, Brewdog.
Punk IPA. It's a good
Brew
beer.
IPA.
It's a tasty beer.
Yeah, I'm lucky too now. I've got 150. So I'm
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast, yeah.
Yeah, now that I'm not in the hotel anymore, so it's a huge jump to go from. That's why sometimes I say I should have no problem streaming, this and having this going at the same time, and a bunch of other, because I do have a big pipe, so I guess you should say that low, huh? Yeah, I got a big pipe.
As the years have gone by, Joe, the cable companies have gone like, we've installed new pipes. Yeah. We can now give you 10 times the speed.
Well, you know what happened? Because I do have cable, and when I called them to set up the cable internet, I was just ordering 50 megs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the first girl that I had got 2 different times, I had the same girl, which is kind of, it doesn't happen too often, but in any case, she had took care of me. Well, the third time I called to actually kind of confirm the appointment of the installer coming, that girl that I had got goes, you know what? I can offer you 150 megs for $10 more a month. I'm like, wait a minute. You're gonna freaking 150 megs for $10? Why wasn't I offered this before? I was kind of pissed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, are you freaking serious? Why did this? These other people were gonna let me just pay, whatever for the 50.
Oh yeah.
Why wouldn't you upsell that for $10? Who's not gonna turn that? I mean, who's gonna turn that down? Well, I guess some people would, but.
Yeah.
I'm like, for $10 I can triple my speed. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're lucky to get the same person twice.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did happen to get that same gal.
When I ring up the cable people here, you either they chase the clock. One day I'm talking to Nova Scotia in Canada.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day I'm talking to someone in India.
Yeah, it just depends on the time. Yeah.
Well, that's why I say it was kind of unusual to even get the same person without even trying twice. It was kind of weird.
Do you actually have competition there, Joe? Do you have more than one cable provider that you could go to?
There's Cox in my area. Okay. There's now it's Xfinity. It used to be Comcast.
Yeah.
And I believe there's Time Warner in certain areas, but it's still, it depends on what metro area of Phoenix you live in. But it's still in this area. It's Cox. I mean, I think for the majority of Phoenix, it's Cox.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I wonder, is Google Fiber building out Phoenix area? Because I know they are here in Atlanta. They're going into neighborhoods here, and all of a sudden, either AT&T or Xfinity or whatever, in those areas, all of a sudden they're kind of, well, yeah, we can triple the speed for you, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you could have done that before, but you just didn't because there was no competition.
Man, you can with Cox, you can get up to, I believe it's 300.
So 300 down and maybe like some smaller portion up, I'm sure.
It's even for the 150, it's smaller, but dear God, it's fast. It's
okay. All right, so
my upload is pretty big. It's up there. I forget the exact number. Well, heck, I could do a test even while I'm talking to you.
If you're getting 150, you're probably getting 40 or 50, maybe 40, 50 up. I don't know. I would think.
That's going to be fast because I get 20 up.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 20 up.
I get download. I get around between 40 and 75, usually closer to 70 on an average basis, and an upload is like 20. Yeah. I'm about 20 on the upload most of the time.
Well, one of the systems I had, the upload was about 2 meg, and to put a high-resolution photograph on Flickr, I'll just go and have some dinner, come back and it's still doing it.
Yeah, we have a half a meg up here.
Oh my God! That's like me in the hotel, dude. It was pathetic. It was like
I can't even believe this is working. This works every week, considering our upload speed.
Oh, so what do you have download?
Like 6 down and half up.
Okay, all right. Well, that's not bad then. But yeah, it takes a long time to upload an image, doesn't it?
You only got 6 meg down. Yeah, well, you're lucky. Yeah, like you say, you're lucky to get anything.
Yeah.
Here's what I tested at just right now, and that's actually while doing this show, and then I've got Sling streaming on the TV right now as well. So
you're sucking up some bandwidth.
Yeah, it's whoops. Where am I at here? There. Yeah, are you seeing it?
Download 27. Is that what I see?
Yeah, 27 down and 10.44 up.
Yeah. Okay. But you've got 3 different things going, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
You're supposed to be getting 150 meg down, Joe.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's right now. So as I'm talking to you guys on this, and then like I say, I'm a cord cutter, so all my television comes through the internet, and you can hear the TV probably playing in the background, and that's streaming the football games, and then I did this test, so I'm still at 27.5 up. I mean down, and 10.4.
Yeah, with all the other stuff going on.
Yeah, it should be a bit faster than that, Joe. I'd complain.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, man. On those, because it is cable, so it does vary, right? But on those good days, man, I swear to God, I can download like a 1.5, a 1.5 gig movie, in like, God, I want to say it's like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like 3 to 4 minutes. I promise you that a whole, 1.5 gig file. Just, I mean, it goes like that. It's sick.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and on your end, Wes, it probably takes like when you do your YouTube videos. How long does it take to upload those?
I don't upload anything from here. I go to work. I go.
Okay, there you go.
The campus I work at has huge amounts of internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they should have.
I'll tell you, you should try it, Wes. You should go on YouTube and play a 4x HD film clip.
Yeah, 1080p is about it.
Yeah.
You can stream Netflix or something like that. 1080p is fine, but anything else is it.
Yeah, ups out. Yeah, we're all complaining about 6 meg down and 1 up. It wasn't that long ago. Hey, I got my 14.4 modem, man. I got that thing hooked up, and
I tell you what, in the hotel, it was, oh my God, it was ridiculous, man. It was, oh my God, I can't even. I wouldn't. As you can see, I wouldn't even try to upload a video. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, it was ridiculous, man. Oh,
especially when you're doing anything else on the computer too. Yeah.
Oh, it was. I mean, even to download like. God, like what's your typical album? Maybe 65 megs or something.
You know,
It was
something
like
that, MP3. Yeah.
trying to download an album. You would just like click it and just go make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just it was. Oh my God, it was bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Exactly.
Trying to get a TV show was definitely. That was kind of my routine. I'd get home from work, download a few TV shows, get them going, probably 2 or 3 TV shows, and literally just go to sleep, and then wake up and they might be done.
Yeah.
For a movie, I would start 2 movies. I ain't kidding you, because anything more than that, it would like kind of error at the, eventually. I would start 2 movies, and then by the time I got home from work, I worked 12-hour shifts. By the time I got home from work, they'd be done.
Yeah. See, not a big deal. Just a little planning ahead of time. Everything.
It actually. Well, you saw how many times. I download everything I watch, and so, or I used to. Now I stream. Kind of. Man, these companies have really got to a point where, I don't even. Recently, I mean, as recently as the last probably 4 or 5 months, I don't download anything.
No, we very rarely do it. So I'll just stream everything because it's never been not really an issue. They've gotten a lot better with the compression and the stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously they've upped their game as far as how many streams they can do, so they can meet the demand. And internet speeds have gotten pretty good across the board, which is definitely nice. I mean, from a photography standpoint, all these full frame. These large format digital sensors we're going to be getting soon. I mean, we're going to have big image files we're going to need to upload. So.
What kind of I know you and Wes for sure have more modern cameras than I do. What kind of file sizes are you getting from your cameras?
Well, for my Olympus, it's typically raw is around, let's see, 18 to 20 meg, something like that.
Okay.
And then the biggest images I have are the scans from the film.
Oh well, of course, yeah. Well, yeah.
They end up getting a TIFF. 35 millimeter might be 15 meg, but a medium format black and white is 45, 50 meg, and color is 100 meg, something like that.
Yeah, don't forget, Mark, if you've got yourself a 24 megapixel digital camera, it's only 6 meg of the 2 colors.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why the files are so small.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when you're scanning a piece of film, you're scanning, 24 meg of all 3 layers.
Yeah, it adds up being quite a bit. But I mean, your images, Joe, are what, probably like 10 meg?
10 to 11, yeah.
Yeah, mine are 17 to 18, and I've got it's a 16 meg sensor.
So it's still kind of staying true to the megapixels, and it's still
it's pretty close. How about you, Wes? You've got that 70D. What is that? A 24 megapixel?
It's a 20. Yeah, it's 20. The files are like 25 megs, I think.
Okay.
25 to 27, kind of.
Just a little bit more than what the megapixels are on the sensor itself.
Yeah, I just got the 80D this week, and the files are like 35 to 37 megs.
Oh,
wow,
so you got
really?
The 80D?
So, yeah, there was a really killer deal on it from 42nd Street Photo.
So that's the upgrade of the 70D, right? I mean, they just basically.
The 80 doesn't have the pull-out screen, though, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So does it have faster focusing? More focus points? Is that the big thing on it?
Yeah, it has more focus points, and they go to a lower EV value, whatever. They focus in darker settings, supposedly.
That's helpful, man. Because when you're shooting in low light, that's part of the problem. That's one of the reasons why, even if I am shooting natural light, but I'm shooting in a low light situation, especially for my camera, I have to put on that thing on top of the God, I'm forgetting all my names of stuff, but I put on the thing, the little thingy on the top of my camera. I put that on there because it has a better, the My God,
Flash with the focus assist thing.
Yeah, but it's not the flash. It's the trigger.
Fusion?
Yeah, the
Trigger.
You know,
Yeah.
So I put that on because it has a better red eye. Dear God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So focusing.
The
Focus
thingamajig
assist or whatever.
on the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, cool. So you got an 80D. Did you just get the body, or did you get? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, and have you had much time to compare it to the 70D at this point, or not?
Yeah, that's one of the things I did this week, is just shooting them both and comparing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice so far. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
It's definitely has a lot better dynamic range. It's now up there with the Nikons and Sonys.
Okay.
As far as dynamic
I'm gonna have
range.
to explore that then. The 80D.
That should help with the like the wildlife photography and stuff you do too.
Yeah.
With the bigger, longer lens and lower light, yeah, you should get a little bit better images. Huh.
Mark, when you scan your negatives, do you scan them at 4,000 DPI?
No, I do. I think I do
2500, 2400.
Yeah, 24 to 26, something like that. Yeah, because anything over that, I did some initially at real high, and the file size was just huge, and I couldn't tell a difference. It was just a bunch of junk.
Yeah, that's why I was dropping mine down to about 1800.
Yeah, I'm around. I think I'm 20 on 35 millimeter. I do 2400, and I have the software. It reduces it by 3, but you still end up getting most of it.
Yeah.
And then on medium format, I do 1800. I think.
Yeah, I done 4,000 DPI on a 4x5 negative. That gave me a 1.2 gigabyte.
Yeah.
File.
That's big. Yeah, I think for 35 millimeter, I go 22 or 2400, and then 17 or 18 on medium format, because it ends up being just.
Yeah, I find if you scan it too high, you end up with a lot of noise.
Yeah, it just ends up being a huge file size with more noise than it would be before, and yeah, that
uses the smaller cards, the SD cards.
Does it use micro SD cards? Wes?
No, it takes a regular SD card.
SD card, yeah. Well, I'm used to CF cards, so that's an SD small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out in like 2005, Joe, I think. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I know, man. You got you youngsters and your new cameras, huh, Dennis? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did the 80D come out? Did they come out?
March, I think.
Okay. So it's been about 6-7 months then. Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably, it's at that point where it's been out a while now. They're starting to make reductions in price to kind of get it out. Okay, good. So where did you get it? Where did you find the deal?
It was 42nd Street Photo.
Okay.
Which is a place I haven't ordered from before, but they have a pretty good following, I guess.
All right.
Oh, and it has Wi-Fi. How is that?
It's nice. The 70D had Wi-Fi as well, but it was disabled during video. So the 80D allows you to use Wi-Fi during video now, which is one of the things I needed to do for my YouTube videos. It helps to be able to, I can just bring it up on my smartphone and do the focusing when I'm facing the camera.
Yeah.
That really helps.
So that's the main advantage. That was my question. The main advantage of that would be you can pull up the app on your phone and focus.
I can set the focus where I want. I can make sure the exposure looks right and all that, and
then start recording
instead of trying to tell on a screen that's like 5-6 feet away from me.
Yeah, if it's in focus. Okay.
So there's not a lot of difference between the 80D and the 7D Mark II. What made you make that choice?
The 7D Mark II is not really set up for video at all. It doesn't have the flip out screen. Okay. It doesn't. I forget what else. The price is still quite a bit higher on the 7D Mark II, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at $1,200. This is Amazon, of course, brand new. $1,200 for the 80 and $1,500 for the 7D Mark II.
I paid $899 for the 80.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so the 7D Mark II probably still has faster, more frames per second, and maybe faster autofocus still
it's like
than
10 or 12 frames per
80D.
second on the 7D.
Yeah, that's
that's what you're paying for there. That's can be like a sports.
Yeah, that's a
more
sports
action
camera.
photography. Yeah.
And more focus points.
Yeah.
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 Everything's got like 90
but the
something
80D gives
focus
what,
points or whatever.
8 frames a second? 7 or 8?
Yeah, 7.
Like that?
Does the 80D have that focus inside, like that sharp focus inside the focus point?
The center point where it's like...
yeah, that like center point focus inside each focus point. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the 7D has
the
this.
cross type.
Yeah,
What you're talking about?
the cross type. But then they have a new where you have the box, but inside the box there's another round circle. So you get like really precision focus inside your, inside your little focus point. And that was one of the things of the 70 that really turned me on. I am really into the focus because I need sharp,
Oh, yeah.
focus for, eyes and stuff like that. And does it track as well, Wes? And I'm asking you a ton of questions because, boy, I'll look at this camera.
Yeah, I was shooting some surfers yesterday, and it seemed to be tracking really good.
Really? Okay. Wow.
So I was playing around with that.
Wes, did you buy a Fujifilm XT1?
An XE1.
XT?
XE.
XE. Oh,
The
right.
one from 2012.
Yeah, that's not the one. It's not the one with the electronic rangefinder, is it?
Yeah, it's an electronic rangefinder.
Yeah. How'd you get on with it?
I like it. I'm only using it with like Nikon and Olympus film lenses. So I'm not paying the money for Fuji lenses, but
Yeah, Fuji lenses are not cheap.
no, they're nice, but they're not cheap.
Is that a 1.5 crop?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the one you're just shooting JPEG, right? Because you like the way the output.
Yeah, I love the film simulations they have, so I just put it in JPEG, shoot it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yeah, the stuff you posted from that is pretty good. So,
Yeah,
speaking of,
fun.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say it's a fun camera. It kind of gives you that feel of shooting a film camera, but the instant response of a digital camera. Because I'm fully manually focusing. You got the shutter speed dial on the top. You got your aperture ring around your lens to set your aperture, and that's pretty much it.
What lens is you using on it, Wes?
I've got the Nikon Pancake 50 1.8. I've got a 28 millimeter wide angle lens, which is not really wide angle on a crop sensor. I've got an Olympus, a couple Olympus lenses. 50, one of those. I got a 35 to 70, and a 50 to 150, I think it is.
Are they okay? No vignette problems or anything like that?
Not that I've noticed, because it's not using the whole lens anyway. It's
true.
They're full frame lenses, and you're only using you're only using a portion of it, a third, 2/3 of it, or whatever.
No issues. Hey, Tim.
Hello.
Welcome. Glad you could join.
Been a while.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, let's jump into some of the images. Have you done any photography here lately, Tim? Any?
I've done some photography. I just haven't sorted the photos out. I did rip off the Rome last week.
Oh, okay.
Finally had something to point the camera at.
Okay, good. Well, good. So you're going to have some stuff to maybe share in the next week or so, then, right? Get some film.
Yeah, there's a few in there.
Okay.
Once again, the point and shoot got the job. There's a lot of stuff at home.
Okay, cool. Do that. Well, let's jump into the images. Wow, it's already 7. Wow, amazing. I've got a crock pot full of green chili cooking down, and I can smell it now. So it's
yeah, that's the killer, man.
Tortillas and cheese to go with it.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah. New Mexico green chili powder. I don't have actual hatch chilies, but
yeah, still at least
it's better than nothing, I guess.
Boy, Wes has me thinking about that stupid camera.
Joe's gonna have well, if you find it for $12.99, Joe, buy 2.
Yeah.
If they mark that thing down, I'll buy a crap load of them and sell them. Are you kidding me?
Okay, hopefully everybody can see this. This was the last image from last week, I think. This is one of Pat's cars.
Okay, was that the last one? All right.
Beautiful. This was a beautiful 1932 Lincoln, which was amazing. He's been very busy doing lots of photography.
God. What did he say last week? I saw he was in there, but he talked a little bit about going to. Got finally talked to him about going when he was in Italy back in May and how that was, and experience was pretty cool. And the fact that he's hoping it gets a little busier. Still okay, but not quite as busy as he'd like, because he's now doing it full time. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's coming into the kind of the busy season. So the auctions companies he's working for getting ready to start gearing up for all those auctions that happen after the first of the year. So.
Yeah, the auctions kind of coincide. It's car season really, because you have all the auto shows that go on right now, and the auctions that go on.
Yeah. Well, the weather's nice there now. It's not 110 anymore. It's comfortable weather, and getting ready for all the stuff that all the car shows, and like you said, all the auctions that start right at the end of the year go through there. So. So yeah, that was Pat's, and here's one from Simi. Looks like leaves are starting to change up in Connecticut. I think that's where it is. Yep, Wallingford, Connecticut. So pretty. Little bits of orange and red popping in the trees. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be a completely different view.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be beautiful.
It'll be crazy looking in a week or two.
It will be. Yeah, this is about the way things are up in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is close. It's not too far. It's a couple hours away from us, and they're starting to change. So they'll be fully changed probably by right around the end of the month.
Man, there were some drives on. I can remember going down I-80 in Pennsylvania, and it was just gorgeous. I mean,
through the mountains there. Yeah.
Oh my God, just. When the leaves would change, it'd be beautiful. And then when you got those really heavy snows, it would just be gorgeous, too. Of course, when the road was clear, and the snow was
the snow on the tree. Yeah, it's just very beautiful. But, this is the best, colors. The next couple of weeks is probably going to be key for his area. It's probably getting close to peak, probably up in, like, Maine and New Hampshire, I would think. Getting pretty bright. But I'm sure hopefully he'll revisit this in a couple weeks and be interested to see the change. It'll be completely different, I'm sure. And here's our favorite lighthouse again from another angle. Another take on this lighthouse that he shot a few weeks ago, just about a month ago now. And look at that, 7,400 views. Must have got in a featured thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to have his eye on him by now. I like the way he's doing what Pat does, and that's including that foreground. It really makes those, just adds that much more to those images, man. It's great.
It's nice. Find something in the foreground and bring it into the image. And Pat does that with the cars where the foreground's there, but it's out of focus.
Yeah.
But it just kind of draws you right into the subject.
He could even do a similar thing like Pat does and do 200 images and combine them. And
He's got the full frame camera, so he'd have a really large file there. Yeah. That would be. He's got the 750.
But he could get himself a large format camera, then he could have the foreground in focus as well.
Yep, get himself a 4x5, and I'd just go 8x10. Why not?
Yeah, I think an 8x10 is about $20 a go, isn't it?
It probably is.
The cost of the film.
Yeah. Now, is this okay? I wonder how far this was from where he's at, because this would be really neat in the winter. I think it would be if you saw some snow like on the hill here, with the red and.
Well, he showed us enough of his pictures in the wind. I feel like all you guys that are near water are cheating.
It's definitely.
There's no water in the desert.
Yeah, that's there's some water, but then there's too many damn people in it.
Yeah. Yep. Speaking of people and water, here we go.
Yeah.
You said you did some photo of some surfers out in Augustine, and here somebody got one out on the beach there. Well, he's got the full wetsuit on here. Water's probably a little chilly still.
Yeah, it's probably cold.
Yeah, but that's a neat. You got all the multiple layers. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 3 layers of waves before you get to the subject, and he's super sharp. Yeah.
Now, is he an amputee? What's going on with his leg there?
I think it's just covered by the water.
Is it just water? Okay.
Yeah, you got the water going.
That's an amazing shot if that guy's an amputee.
Balancing on one leg.
You know?
It's but yeah, no, I think it's just the water going through there. But yeah, that's a neat. Once again, yeah, I got the different levels, front to back.
Yeah.
Stairs.
Yep. And this is at 5. Oh, the 200 to 500. So this is at 500 millimeters.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Full. Is that a new? Has he had that lens? I don't know if he's. Is that a new lens for him? I don't know if he had that.
He could be renting it.
200 to 500. Yeah. That's a.
It's fun to rent, man.
Yeah.
And that's how he's getting that compression of those mountains in the back. You know, it looks like it's right on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a great distance there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's neat using a long lens like that. Just kind of compresses everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. That's a great shot. And here we go. You know, I think how much 17.5. That's fine. See that? Didn't you get your chair for $17.50, Joe?
Yeah. You know?
Boom. Just add 1, 2, 3, 5 zeros, and it's the same. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll trade him. You know what I'm saying?
$17.50.
Get 1,000,000 chairs or this car.
Yeah.
I'll trade him a vintage chair for the vintage car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
1964, $250.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Who's got 17 million to spend on a motor?
The guy that bought that car.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking yesterday.
The guy that bought it August of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A toy for 17 million.
one of many. And
yeah.
Spare cash, eh?
It is actually, when you think about it, if you've got 17 million, when you could even walk into a place, you probably ain't just got 17 million. You've probably got a whole hell of a lot more than that to spend on some vehicles.
Billions.
And, I mean, it's just crazy to think that there's a 1% of a 1% crowd that literally have that kind of disposable income.
Yeah,
just dump on some vehicles. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's plenty of people out there, though, Joe, with the money.
Yeah, it's just wow. You know, I'm fortunate. I know Pat shoots them. I'm fortunate enough to see a small percentage of them go down the road.
You're in a good area for seeing lots of nice cars.
Because every night I can't even tell you how many car haulers are going between LA and Phoenix. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's a big area. But yeah, this was one. I think he was in. Is this when he went out to LA? I think it was when he did that 3 or 4 day thing in LA when he shot like 7 or 8 cars or something like that.
Oh,
this industrial park.
This car belongs to Ron, then, does it? It's Ron's car.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Personalized number plate.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Ron 54.
Yeah, that's his 54th Ferrari, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably something ridiculous like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that.
That's probably the original license plate from 1960. Yeah, probably from the original plate on the car.
Well, that one Corvette that I had shot, and that guy from Scottsdale, he had that was his 26th Corvette. Yeah, you know that some of these people got serious problems.
Yeah,
you know.
Definitely. I like to have problems like that.
That looked like an English number plate on there.
Is that from the 60s? A number plate from the 60s?
Yeah, it's before we went to the letters. Yeah, it's probably 1950s. It's probably off of something really old.
Yeah, this car's from '64, so yeah. I think I should have this car because this car was made in the year I was born. So I just think I deserve it. Don't you think?
I
Yeah.
feel you're seriously entitled to that vehicle.
Yeah. Well, if the guy doesn't worry about 17 million, he'd probably give it to you, Mark. You know?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, can you
hurts to
realize?
ask.
Now he says there that it was sold for 17.6 in August of last year. What's its value now?
Yeah.
A year later, you know.
At this level, who knows? I mean, does it go up? Does it stay the same? But these are high, super expensive cars. So I just wonder how sensitive that end of the market is to, everything else.
Do you have to pay auction commission on top of that?
Oh yeah, was it normally 5%, 3 or 5% or something like that?
I think they negotiate it.
Yeah,
5% of 17 million is quite a lot.
Yeah, I think they negotiate it.
Yeah, but the auction company made a couple $100,000 on this at least. I would think.
Really? Oh, the bare
1% is 175,000. So, yeah, not bad. Good work if you can get it.
Yeah, if you can get it. Wow, Jesus,
See, now, maybe Charlie bought that car. What do you think, Joe?
I don't even know if Charlie gives a rip about cars like that.
Yeah.
She does have some pretty damn nice horses, I can tell you that. She just...
okay. She's into horses, huh?
Yeah, she has horses, and she shows them and stuff, too. She's...
Those are almost as expensive as cars.
Yeah. She'd surprise you, man. Some of these girls are really, really business savvy, and they're really, really, really good at saving their money and marketing themselves and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. And Charlie's one that we've become really good friends now, and so we text here and there, and she actually just texted me a few days ago, seeing how I did, and was showing me pictures of her horse.
Oh, okay.
That she had just showed. Beautiful animals, man, beautiful.
Is she in New Mexico or is she in Arizona?
No, she's in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's horse country.
Yeah. But beautiful lady, super, super friendly. And like I said, she's got the Playboy modeling in her portfolio, so she and several other things. She's done tons of magazines, so she's got super talented, so it's fun working. I love working with her. She's so fun.
Amelia, thinking of you.
Yeah,
I don't take that personally.
Yeah, Amelia's kind of a yoga art type model, and she has a big time yoga background. And actually, like she was telling me, because I was like, so, she does yoga. That's obvious, and she stays in really good shape. But I told her, so what else? What else do you have going on? What else do you do? She goes, nothing.
Nothing.
She's like, I'm pretty lazy. I just like to kick back and play video games. So she's a big time gamer. Actually, her and her husband just play video games a lot, according to her. So she's she was rapping off all the different games that she plays and stuff.
So is this a shoot you did a few weeks ago? Is that? Yeah,
this is the shoot we did a little while back, and so that was my first time working with her. So we've been in touch now too. That's kind of my big thing. I kind of there's a million people out there that shoot way in the hell better than I do, right? I'm just I try, but it's nowhere near these other cats. But I focus mostly on just building relationships. You know what I'm saying? And because that's as most of us know, it's those relationships with people that typically get us that next job, the next this, the next the other. It's those relationships we have kind of separate us. So Amelia, she was I'm shooting her as I'm working with her, and I'm just like, oh, this girl is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just I love the way when she works, when she starts going, you know, and we all kind of have to get into a flow. But man, once she's there, boom! You know, she's super focused and really creative and really open to what she's willing to do. And
How long has she been modeling?
Let's see. You're always guessing, right? Because they don't. Once they get real close to you, and I'm not quite there with her yet. So you're always guessing.
Yeah.
How long they actually, you know, because it's a lying game. These women cannot tell just anybody how old they really are.
Oh
right?
yeah. No,
so, you know, once you get into conversations with the person, you're like, okay, you understand these references and this and that. You've got to be, you know, this age. So I would guess she's been doing this for probably 6 to 10 years.
Okay.
Probably closer to 10.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Beautiful woman. Hot chicks and Ferraris. Yeah, like I told Pat last week, I said, you guys got to get together. You can get some multi-million-dollar cars and you get some hot chicks.
Yeah, he makes a good point, though. We've talked about it, and he makes a good point. You know, a lot of the guys that have those cars and they're, you know, 17.6 million, they don't want a woman like that around their car.
You need to find like hot rodders and that type of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Custom cars, hot rodders, rat rods, that type of stuff.
Actually, you know what? You the guys that have those Ferraris, what's funny is, like Pat says, you know, he could take a $15 million Ferrari, go to the darn gas station, fill it up, and no one bats an eye at it. They just think it's some old car. But if he takes one of the modern day Californias or something like that, you know, all this stuff over.
Yeah, show up in like a Hellcat or something. You know, everybody just go crazy.
Yeah, or
wait
some
a minute,
supercar.
You could buy you could buy like 75 Hellcats, or you could buy this one car.
Yeah, you know, you could you know, show up at a Porsche or something like that, and people ooh and on over it. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah, you could buy about, you know, 20 of them Porsches for the price of that, you know. So it's just that, you know, and those guys, the guys that own the supercars, your different versions of the Lambos and your Ferraris that are supercars, they're the ones that are probably more inclined to, you know, want a hot chick. Not necessarily on the car, but, you know, they wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, it's a little different take on things.
Yeah,
but cool. So we got Butterfly. This was in St. Augustine. No, it wasn't.
No, this is from, why am I blanking on the name? Morningside Nature Center. It's kind of on the east side of Gainesville. It's just a city park.
Okay. Cool. Looks like one of the ones I saw inside the Butterfly.
Yeah, there's a lot of wildflowers out there right now, and if I would have known, we could have just gone out there instead of paying the money to go into
there's just in there, but
there's tons of butterflies there right now, so it's really cool place to be.
So this was taken with your Sigma. Okay.
So is this a new camera?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Sigma's DSLR, isn't it?
No, it's a mirrorless, but it uses a foveon sensor. It's a completely different kind of sensor.
Yes, it's more like film, isn't it? Instead of
the pixels being spread out across the sensor, they're in layers. So you got a red layer, a green layer, and a blue layer.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy with when it works. I'm happy with it.
Really?
It's really slow to focus, and it's really tricky to work with the raw files. So thus far, I've just been mainly just using JPEGs.
Okay.
Because you can't just edit the raw files.
Okay, so the proprietary files and Lightroom doesn't handle them real well. You have to use You have to use Sigma software, right?
Yeah, you have to use Sigma software to edit the raw files.
Okay.
Oh. So there's no, you know, the camera raw won't handle that, huh?
No.
Wow.
So you have to use the Sigma software, and then you can convert it to a JPEG from a thin air, I guess.
Yeah. No, you can convert it to a
TNG, right? Oh, a TIFF. Okay.
And then you can dump that into Lightroom.
Yeah.
But it's like an extra step. You have to use their software to do it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then you worry about what you're losing, right? Because that's a different compression, right?
Right. So yeah, you want to do like most of your work in their software, and then do final edits in Lightroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get it 90% of the way there or whatever. Yeah. That's a nice image. It's cool, and it's
like I said, when it works right, it makes amazing images.
Yeah.
And this is just a JPEG right out of the camera.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, nice colors.
Sharp, and yeah,
colors are amazing out of it. It's great when it works.
Yeah, it's a neat camera.
I like the contrast is nice in there too. It's not,
Yeah.
So does it have a wider dynamic range generally for compare?
I don't think so. I think it's kind of limited.
Okay.
As far as I mean, I know like the ISO, like it's another situation where you really want to be shooting at ISO 100 because the noise gets really bad really fast.
Oh.
Okay. And it's maybe just the way the sensor's designed.
Yeah. Just because it's in a layer, the light has to pass through the top layers to get to the bottom layer, and you kind of need the right situation to use this camera.
It's a specialty camera, but yeah, that's good. That's some neat stuff. Cool, nice shot. And here we go, Morningside Park again.
That's another one with it.
This is neat. I really like this. Was the wind blowing a little bit?
No.
No.
It just has like a neat kind of depth to it.
Yeah, it does. It's like it's like multiple layers, and it's really interesting.
Well, I mean, it is literally layers. Different colors.
I guess so. Yeah, 3 layers for.
So it has a really good look to it.
Yeah, it's got almost like a 3D kind of look to it. It's not just defocused in the background, blurred out, depth of field, but there's something else going on. Yeah, that's cool. That's a neat image too, with the yellow and the green, and then a little bit of the gray or whatever in the background, kind of. Very nice. Fun little camera. Okay, so another one.
This is with the 80D.
Okay. The 70 to 300. This is one of the first images. This was the first day you had the camera, right? Get this.
Well, not maybe the first day. I don't know. What October 13th? No, second day I had the camera.
Okay.
Second. Okay.
That's a cool butterfly. Nice shot too. And you shot this at 300.
Yeah.
It faded at 300. Yeah, so 100. Pretty bright day then, huh? Yeah.
Is that the new? There's a newer version of that 70 to 300, right? Is that, or am I mistaken?
Not the Tamron. There's a new 150
to
500.
Tamron. Oh, is that a Tamron? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Canon. I thought the Canon had come out with a new. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Nice image. Cool butterfly. Ooh. Oh, I really like this image because
I wish I had gotten more of that one that's in flight, but
get the whole thing, but that's a neat one. Very nice with the 80D. Totally double. Very nice. Yeah, that's on the. So you're happy with the 80D? I guess it's a keeper, huh?
Yeah.
If not, Joe will take it as long as he can get it for $17.
Yeah. And he's been selling for $17. I'm all over it.
Yeah. I'd buy a second one for that.
I'm gonna research it. Now that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if that deal's still on, but 42nd Street Photo, they had a great deal on it.
Yeah, that's about 30% off compared to what Amazon had. Yeah. Ooh, this is nice. There's nice colors in here, purple and yellow.
Yeah.
So you were focused on
trying to capture both of the colors together.
Yeah. So looks like you focused on this one about halfway through. Yeah, that's
This
nice.
is Laker colors, man. I love it.
Uh-huh.
In nature, yeah.
It's her favorite team. Yeah, that's neat. That's just nice, nice scenic there. Hey, speaking of nice scenes, all right. Blue collar girl, Charlie.
Yeah.
Light fired into an umbrella.
Yeah, just a single speed light fired into an umbrella. You know.
So over here, then, right? Yeah. Over on the
Right.
side, yeah.
Make sure to get it. You know, I always try to get it on the face unless I'm trying to do something a little different. But yeah, this is one of those deals where I had bought everything at except for her shoes. She already had those shoes, but I had bought everything at Walmart. So it was kind of a last minute deal. I didn't know if I was going to shoot it or not, and then I was like, oh hell, I'll just run to Walmart and see what they got. And so I bought the shirt, the stockings, the hat, you know, at Walmart. So
starting to build up your wardrobe again, Joe.
Yeah, well, I actually let her keep everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, you know, sometimes you kind of work those things out. It just depends, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so yeah, I actually, you know, she doesn't charge me full price, so you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you know, kind of a give or take. So yeah, you keep it. I didn't need it. I didn't want it at the time. I was still in the hotel room. That was actually in my room, so I didn't have to, you know, spend any money. Yeah, that was my actual room. That's the one I moved out of. Yeah, so that was
okay. Yeah, there's bedroom and then there's the living room over here.
Yeah, it was literally that small, man. It's crazy. Man. Oh my god. Oh my god, my life sucked. Yeah, that was it, man. It was kind of cool.
You were there for almost 2 years, weren't you?
Wow. I was there I mean, days short of 2 years. Yeah. So it was. But I actually,
so it was worth the wait.
It was days short of 2 years in that hotel. But living in a hotel, it was just over 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I had spent 3 weeks in another hotel prior to moving to that one. And so, yeah, it was definitely over 2 years in a hotel.
That was worth the wait, though. You're in a nice house now, and
yeah, well, I don't know if it was, you know, but it was
mostly worth the wait.
It was necessary. It was.
Yeah.
I don't bang on it too much because.
Yeah.
It was necessary, man.
Definitely. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. So there's nothing wrong with that. So cool. Well, that's some great images, guys. Nice, nice ones. Nice. It makes me want to go out and get the camera working again.
Yeah.
I still got a little bit of film. I'm gonna hopefully develop that roll of film here this week. And you've got some film that you shot, Tim. So maybe you can see what we got there. Some images. I got one roll 35 millimeter, and this week I missed we had the Little 5 Points Halloween parade was this weekend, which I missed. I had to do stuff. And that's always it was really good weather for it. I'm kind of bummed I missed it this year. That's always a fun, good street photography opportunity. So I'm sure the people in our local street photography group will have some good images from that. But
and then you've got the. I know most areas in like the Southwest do it, but it seems to be getting popular enough where it seems like most kind of metro areas are having a Day of the Dead, and this is that time when you do it. I forget the exact date anymore, but this is that time frame of year when they have the Day of the Dead, and that's a very like a Day of the Dead parade, and it's a Latin tradition, but most areas have enough Latins now where
mid-October or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I forget the exact date, but it's a very photographic thing when
pretty colorful, I'd imagine, and lots of neat stuff. Yeah, I've got to get re-engaged with the street photography group because this is the time of year. I mean, fall all the way, now through Yeah, outside of maybe like January, but really all the way through winter is always stuff to do. You can always go out and get some stuff without.
And don't forget your
melting in
state
the heat.
fairs, man. I know state fair time has kind of passed for a lot of people, but some people. I know the Arizona State Fair is still happening here, and
I think
dang,
the
it runs like
Georgia
month
State
over
Fair
here.
just finished up this week or whatever. Yeah, down in Perry. Yeah, so there's probably still going on there, and then we got holidays coming up, so there's all the stuff that's associated with that. The Thanksgiving.
State fairs are really good for if you're into street photography or want to play around with it, and you want to play around with some night photography as well. Take your monopod, man. Take your monopod. That way you're a little faster. You know what I'm saying? You're a little more mobile, or maybe a smaller tripod. And just play around with some night photography. It's fantastic.
You go to the fair, you always got the carnival rides and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and people don't mind being shot. Like that's one of those times when
everybody's got a camera. So.
Right. So it's a real people-friendly shooting type of environment, and that's why I mentioned the Day of the Dead parade. You're going to get a lot of people that are more than willing to take photos. Even
any kind of parade like that. Yeah, people, it's just expected that people are going to be photographed.
Right.
Whereas if you walk into the plaza of an office building during lunch hour and start shooting, people probably be a little.
It's a little different reaction, You're like, really, people? Come on, man. But it's
that's a good tip. Yeah, I mean that is fairs and parades, any kind of public festivals, that type of stuff. I mean, it's much easier to do any kind of street or people photography without people really caring that you're photographing them.
Right.
So you can get candids without having to feel like you're sneaking around taking shots.
And then some people with you have to be a little clever with it, but some people with your really good low light mirrorless cameras, man. I mean, you could take those. Like I've gone to just like a random Hooters. I just shoot people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It takes some personality and it takes a little, but that's the skill you build up. That's part of the skill of shooting people. You know what I'm saying? But then you can get crazy reactions. Gold during football, or gold during a favorite sporting event, and people are more than willing to be photographed. Like there's these times when people are willing to be photographed, and the management for that building wouldn't be, they're more likely to, let you photograph and
an event going on or whatever.
Yeah, so it's just, I'm just trying to put ideas in people's heads. If you want to shoot people, you're not necessarily a portrait person, but maybe you want to shoot people a little bit. You want to play around with it a little bit.
Now, I mean, with football season, pro and college especially, I mean, there's always something going on, local games, that type of thing. It's a lot easier to get into a college game, random college game as opposed to a random pro game. But yeah, there's lots of good opportunities.
And then too, like it's definitely election season. You can go to a rally and shoot anything you want. I promise you. You can go to a rally, bring out your big gun, bring out your big camera, your this and that, and shoot. That's how I got shots of Barack Obama. That's how I have my shots of the president. It's just so cool.
Yep, that is coming down in 3 weeks. Ooh, boy.
Even if you're not political, just if you want to play around with.
Oh yeah, that's an opportunity to get people. Yeah.
Right.
So I got to ask Dennis and Tim. Just 3 weeks left in the American election. What's the take on the American election right now in the UK?
I think most people, like most of the Americans, they want neither to get in.
It's probably like, will this ever be over? Yeah.
Because they're going, normally, like they're going, Trump wouldn't stand a chance. So the problem is Hillary's the most disliked candidate so long, and they're going, meaning there's a possibility Trump could get in.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's just no matter what side of the aisle you're on, it's just the whole thing, how it's kind of come together and led up to it and all that stuff. It's like, wow, this is really interesting. So It's but I know I talk to people here all the time, and they're like, I don't really care anymore. You know, the elections. I just want it to be over. You know, let's just get on with the rest of life. So I'm just
that's how Britain got with Brexit. Actually, on the run up to leaving the EU, it was, I think people had enough.
Yeah, you get down to the final few weeks, everybody's just like, let's just get this thing over with.
Yeah.
I was on a London bus on Saturday, and there was a free paper you could just help yourself, and the front page was Trump and the 10-year-old girl.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't even bother reading it.
Oh man, yeah, it's just been very interesting. The whole process. But yeah, most people now are just like, let's just get the thing over with and get on with life. Because
maybe the Britain's Prime Minister should come over to America and give her opinion on what you should be doing, like Obama did with the Brexit.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons Britain come out, because Obama said don't come out, so everybody just voted the other way.
Yeah. Maybe that was the ulterior motive there. Who knows?
The most of the electorate in the UK here, they don't know what they're doing, because the MPs now are saying, that we shouldn't leave the EU. And we wasn't told all the facts.
Yeah, you guys are going to have the Brentry. You're going to the entry.
That's it.
Entry. It's going to
they say like we should have another vote now.
Yeah, to go back in.
A bit like Scotland. You see, the people voted to stay, and now they're on it again. Now that they should leave the UK because we're leaving Europe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. See, it sounds like over there is kind of the same attitude as us. Let's just get this thing over with and get on with it.
Still, if Trump gets in, he's going to be building a very expensive wall across Mexico, isn't he?
He hasn't said much about that the last few weeks. I think he's been a little distracted with other stuff. So
yeah.
Well, in 3 weeks it'll be over. We'll just have to.
That's it. So who do you think is going to win then, Mark?
I think Clinton's going to win. Is what I think. But who knows? There's so many. Everybody's counted Trump out so many times, over the last year, and he's still there. So,
well, our Prime Minister thought we wouldn't leave the EU.
Yeah, so I ran up to Brexit right to the very day. They're going, no, I think we're staying, and right at the last minute, we come into out. I think a lot of people.
All the polls were saying like we're going to remain. It's going to be stay. And it wasn't.
Yep. Yeah. So, who knows? Given the way things have gone, I tend to think that she'll win, but who knows? I mean, it's still within 5, 7, 8 points, and that's, polls haven't been as reliable this go as they have been in the past. So,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe we're using the same pollsters that you guys are doing for Brexit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just wanted to toss it out. It sounds like you guys are just as frustrated with it as us. So
it's a good time for you to come visit the UK though, because the pound is really bad.
Yeah, and it's becoming. I'm seriously thinking about next year if things halt. Well, who knows after the election, but it's come down quite a bit. So next year might be a good year.
Yeah, I think the money exchange people are making an absolute fortune, and it'll soon come right.
Yeah, probably will. Yeah. Well, I can't get out there this year, so I'll just have to hope that things stay favorable for the next six to 8 months. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Hey, great show. Appreciate it. We're going on an hour and 45 minutes. So we still have 6 and 6 hours and 15 minutes before YouTube shuts off. I guess we could do it. You can stream live for 8 hours. So.
Oh, terrific.
Anybody want to go till 2 in the morning Eastern? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, well, it's nearly 1 in the morning in the UK.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I appreciate you guys staying up as always. Although it doesn't matter for you, Dennis. You're retired, so you just wake up and start keep remodeling your house. So.
Every day's a Sunday.
Yeah, every day's a Sunday for you. All us other working folk gotta get at it. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, done that bit.
I'll try to get some images up. If you guys got any more to share next week, that'd be great. And everybody have a good week. Appreciate it.
Man. Take care, brother.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.